everyone, welcome back to another episode of English Flow Talks. Today we're diving into real-life English at the airport.
And before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. Ready for takeoff?
You know, every time I walk into an airport, I get this mix of excitement and panic.
Same here, especially when I'm not sure if my suitcase is overweight.
Oh, speaking of that, remember my trip to Toronto last year?
The one where your bag was heavier than you?
Pretty much. I walked up to the check-in counter and the agent said, "Hi, passport please, where are you flying today?"
Classic.
I handed everything over and then she put my luggage on the scale, 5 kilos over. I had to open it on the floor and start removing shoes, sweaters, shampoo.
The airport walk of shame.
Exactly. And people were watching like it was a reality show.
So let's act it out. Imagine we just arrived.
Okay.
Good morning. Where are you traveling today?
Hi, I'm flying to Madrid with a connection in Paris. Here's my passport and e-ticket.
Thank you. Any bags to check?
Just this suitcase.
And then comes the fear. Is it overweight?
Every single time.
After check-in, the next boss battle is security.
Yes, take off your shoes, jacket, belt, laptop, liquids. It's like undressing in public, but less romantic.
I once forgot a full bottle of water in my backpack. Big mistake.
Oh no.
The security officer pulled me aside and said, "Sir, do you have any liquids in your bag?" And I was like, just my hopes and dreams? He wasn't laughing.
Let's simulate that part too.
Please place your laptop in a separate tray.
Do I need to take off my shoes?
Yes. And make sure all liquids are under 100 milliliters.
I think I'm good, unless coffee counts. Now, immigration always makes me nervous even when I've done nothing wrong.
Right? You feel guilty for no reason.
What is the purpose of your visit? And I start doubting everything. Am I visiting? Am I working? Why am I alive?
I had a funny one in Germany. The officer said, "How long will you stay?" And I said, "It depends on the food." He did not smile.
Let's show the audience a normal immigration dialogue.
Good afternoon. What's the purpose of your trip?
I'm here for tourism. I'll stay for 2 weeks at a hotel near the city centre.
Do you have a return ticket?
Yes, here it is.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
After that, I always end up in the duty-free area and almost miss my flight.
Yes. You go in just to look around, and suddenly you're smelling 10 different perfumes and buying chocolate you don't need.
Then you hear, "This is the final boarding call."
And you start running like you're in the Olympics.
Let's create a quick scene.
Excuse me, what gate is boarding for flight AF234 to Paris?
Gate 47B boarding has started.
Oh, thank you.
And then the sprint begins.
I love when I get the window seat.
I love when I don't sit next to a guy who eats boiled eggs on the plane.
That's too specific to be random.
True story. He opened the container like it was a gift.
Let's simulate the crew announcement.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Flight 723 to Lisbon. Please fasten your seatbelt and place your hand luggage in the overhead compartment.
And please make sure your phone is on airplane mode. even if you think it won't crash the plane.
Once I had a connecting flight in Amsterdam and only 40 minutes to run across the airport.
I've been there. That airport is bigger than some cities.
I ran like I was chasing my future.
Did you make it?
Yes, but my carry-on bag didn't.
Let's act a dialogue for missed connection info.
Excuse me, my flight to Rome was delayed and I think I missed the connection.
Let me check. Yes, the next flight leaves in 3 hours. We'll rebook you automatically.
Do I need to do anything?
No, just wait near gate C12. The worst moment is waiting at the baggage carousel.
Watching everyone get their bags except you.
And you start praying to the suitcase gods.
Come on, little blue suitcase, don't abandon me.
Let's tell a luggage issue.
Excuse me, my suitcase didn't come out.
What flight were you on?
Flight 451 from London.
OK, please fill out this lost baggage form. We'll deliver it to your hotel. All right, that was our full airport journey, from check-in to panic.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one.
And tell us in the comments, what was your worst airport experience?
Because next time, we're going even further.
Real-life English inside the airplane. Ordering food, talking to passengers, jet lag stories, everything.
See you on board in the next episode.
Bye!